So guys, what's up? Up to the game reviews for English version, then after that Finnish version, and then it's basically punked up. So I'm gonna show you guys the games, all of them, not reviewing more. I have few reviews about them, what I know and all that, and not gonna be reading of them. So I'm gonna show you guys the game. I'm gonna tell what I think about that and what kind of game it is, if I have played, because I'm not sure I have played every single game that I have. You will figure it out soon when I'm gonna show you guys all the games. So first up, UFC 2010. This is the newest game that I have of the UFC games. Of course, it's a fighting game. It's pretty good. I've actually played it 3 times, the career mode full. So next up, Assassin's Creed Revelations. So this is of course the Ubisoft's adventure games. Basically you are an assassin in the old times. Next up is actually 2 games. First you can say Lego Indiana Jones, and then it was Kung Fu Panda. So Lego adventure game and fighting game. Pretty good games. I actually have tried both of them. One with my friend and other one all by myself. The next one actually I know that I haven't not yet played it. I have tested, but I haven't played it. It's Crysis 2. I basically checked this a few minutes, but I haven't played it more. Next one, it's of course is basically a shooting game. If I'm not wrong, it's first person, but I can be wrong. Sorry if I'm wrong, but still. So, Rogue Warrior. Basically, it's a shooting slash, you can say, assassin game. That's my point of it. If you guys don't like it, leave a comment. If you have something else to say about certain games, leave it on the comment section below. Up to the next one, it's Spider-Man 3. I have played it a little bit, but I haven't played it for a long time. Don't know why, but still. So it's normal Marvel adventure game. Activision is actually a company, but if I'm not wrong, Spider-Man is Marvel character. Next up is, certainly I know that basically it's first person. If I don't remember wrong, this can be still Battlefield 3. Basically a war game slash shooting game. Then it's the Overlord 2. I actually have the Overlord 1 with myself, of course. This is a fantasy adventure game. If you ask me, it's a little bit better than the 1 version. Next up is actually a Fighters Engaged. This is a kinetic version. I actually have the kinetic. So this basically is a fighting game that you have to punch in air to get your character to punch. Next up is one of my oldest games on 360, Tony Hawk, American Wasteland, normal Tony Hawk skater game. I haven't been much of a Tony Hawk fan. Not about his real life skatings, it's awesome, but about those games I haven't been a big fan. Let's shoot up these 3 games quickly, because they're basically the same So GTA 4, and for that game I have the Lost and Damned and of course the episodes of Liberty City, meaning the Lost and Damned and Ballad of K. Tony. GTA 4 is basically a normal GTA style thing. The Ballad of K. Tony is more like you have like young gangster slash club owner trying to get involved in the world, get famous actually. And the Lost and Damned is based on the Lost MC. So your biker gang's VP, later on president. Next up is Halo 3. I have played. It's fully completed with my friend. I haven't played on single play, but as co-op I did play it complete. Next up is Left 4 Dead 2. I only have the second version because if you ask me, this is a zombie killing game. Halo is a adventure shooting game. As for the Left 4 Dead zombie killing game, you actually can use even melee weapons. Next up is one of my many of them. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. They read the Hitman Hard edition, the Hitman edition. So this is a WWE pro wrestling game. Simple. Then somehow I got this as a steel boxed, so it's Mass Effect 3. If you don't believe me, here it reads. Somehow I got this steel covers. If I'm not wrong, I got that from the flea market. I could be wrong, but still, I got it with the steel covers. Next up is Witcher 2, the Assassin of Kings Enchanted Edition. Don't know what is enchanted, but still. This is a lot like, if you ask me, like the Skyrim type of the deal. As an adventure style, you can do multiple things inside story missions, and outside it. So next up is Mafia 2. This is the second game that I actually have based on some kind of Mafia play. Actually, third game. So this is basically an adventure game, like of those Rockstar games, but this is a 2K game. Next up is one of my passions as a sport, NHL 2012. So it's ice hockey. It's hockey game. It's my second, if I'm not remembering wrong. I have 2010 and 2012. So guys, yeah. Up to the next one is Skyrim. It's a fantasy adventure game from Bethesda. And yeah guys, I don't have the online, at least not yet. And next up, we go back to the pro wrestlings. So it's WWE 2K15. This went to from the SmackDown vs. Raw, actually the later one. I'm going to show you after that, and then it went to 2K Sports. Next up is one of the many of the Assassin's Creed, the Black Flag. This is pretty good game because you basically are a pirate, but you are still like an assassin. The Godfather 2, based on the Godfather movies. That's actually the second movie. It's an adventure game slash, you can say, gangster game. This is one of them if I'm not wrong, this next game was with the console. It came with the console, so it's Viva Pinata. I haven't played it long, so I'm not sure. Nah, I don't like to read it. Then I have the Back to Wrestling games, WWE 12. It's a WWE game. Next one, SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. It's one of those pro wrestling games that I have. You will see that I have a lot. It's actually multiple times. So I actually have 2 of these. So if you think. Next one is Porn Conspiracy game. It's pretty good. Not one of the best ones, but still it's good. Next up, this is an adventure game. So yeah, next up is Watch Dogs. I have only this first version because the next one is for the Xbox One. Adventure game from the Ubisoft, and it's basically you live a life of a hacker. Next up is Lego Batman game. I haven't played it actually ever because I basically bought it for my nephew for later on we can play with him. That's basically the other Lego games. So next up is classic Forza Motorsport 2. It's a racing game, one of the few that I have. Next up, back to the pro wrestling, SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 version of it. So actually for later on I'm gonna do this one more time in Finnish, so if you guys didn't understand what I'm telling, check the next one. And we have this SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 featuring ECW, and when I mean next one, I mean the next video, and that I'm gonna make. So it's pro wrestling game. So next up is one of the adventure games / shooting games, the Right to Hell Retribution, based on basically this was actually a pretty average game. It was not huge like you'd expect. It was a good game still, but after basically playing the Grand Theft Auto's Lost and Damned, it have to be really big that this wows me. But I liked it a lot. Next up is Forza Motorsport 4. So yeah, I got 2 Forzas. And a lot of games I have multiple years. Next up is actually Madden 12. That is actually only one of the football games. So it's basically the NFL game. Next up is last one actually of these kind of games, the Grand Theft Auto 5 that I have, because the Grand Theft Auto 6 haven't been in, and I'm not sure will I have the newer console before its games comes out. Sorry guys. Next up is Legends of WrestleMania. It's based on basically a WrestleMania gaming. Sorry guys, I actually lied. I have the Forza Motorsport 3. It's basically a black covers. Sorry. So yeah guys, I will not cut this video, so I'm not gonna edit that out. But yeah, back to the next one, NHL 2010. like I basically spoiled you already. But still, next one, pretty much if you ask me, it's the last one of these. I got the Lego Harry Potter years 1 and 4. I actually got to my nephew, and I actually have played. I tested it myself, but mostly I played with actually my sister and my nephew, my older sister. Next up is one of the. It's actually second last of the wrestling games. It's DNA Impact. It was pretty good, but it was not like the. It's lacked something. I was expecting more of it, so not fully bad, but not truly good. Next up was pretty weird to play because I played the second version before it. Is the Darkness game. It's an adventure game that you have like a demon type of man. And like I said earlier, I got the Overlord one. That is adventure game that you play as a, you can say like dark evil god. And the Darkness 2, the limited edition. I actually have this limited edition. It's basically normal looking, but here's the game with the steel covers. Sorry about that. So this was a phone that I actually bought as new from one of the supermarkets that I went earlier. Then it's the next one is the Godfather 1. I have played it, but because I bought it used, it didn't work for too long. But I played it for the point that it ended. Next up is this actually, we're gonna be for soon. We're gonna be soon at the end. Next up is EA Sports MMA. It was pretty good, but not like the UFC version. But it was good. I have played it, but still. And next up, as the second last game that I have, is Assassin's Creed. The first version of the Assassin's Creeds. I have played, but I haven't played as completed. I haven't completed the game, but I will one day. And the last one is SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. So I got 2008, 2009, 2007, 2010, 2011, 2012, and 2015 of the WWE games. I'm not sure will I ever bought the WWE 13 and 2K14, but if I will guys just show you more. And if you like these kind of videos, if you like these kind of videos, give them thumbs ups. If you like the reviews, if you like to see my movie video idea, 10 likes actually. And if you like to see more of these games that I have, leave a comment down below. So if you want to see the movie and you like these kind of things, leave 10 thumbs ups. Otherwise, leave a comment, dislike, and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you later.